What is a waste of money to you? Gambling. Worked as a dealer in a casino for the better part of a year, and it blew my mind watching tens of thousands, easily hundreds of thousands when our high limit room was open, just disappear during an 8-hour shift. Not judging how people spend their money or have fun, but the house always wins your money if you play long enough. Imagine how dumb you would have to be to go broke running a casino, where people literally give you their money for free until they run completely out. Just imagine. 0. Not keeping track of or not using monthly paid subscriptions. Spotify account that you forgot you had. Gym membership that you used once. etc. It's unbelievable to me that people just aren't aware of something they are being billed for on a regular basis. My sister bought a AJ subscription but forgot her username and password. My mum has paid them hundreds over years and they refuse to get rid of the subscription even though my mum has begged. Edit. Okay, I talked to my mum, we no longer have the issue, to her knowledge. Thanks for all the info anyway. Buying clothes that you know you will never wear. Watch this YouTube video one where someone said, imagine if you could convert all the clothes that you don't wear into money. Since that day I have never bought anything extra. I do this too much. Buy clothes online. Clothes show up. I don't wear them and I don't return them. I end up donating them to Goodwill. Some were even never worn, still with tags on them. Rent a center. Errands. And the like. No. An iPad is not worth $3,600. Especially if it gets repoed after you miss a single payment, and also because it'll be ducking obsolete by the time you pay it off. I didn't know how bad it was. PS4 Pro, which retails for $400, $320 today on Amazon, is $1,159.42 total cost to own on Rent a Center. It's crazy places like these are open. The people who spend thousands a month on Facebook or congregate type games. I'm an avid video game player. But yeesh. Get some value for your bucks. Bruh, my mom plays a fake casino slots game and I found out she's been putting real money into it. Literally paying money to fake gamble. Reddit gold and silver. Hugh. The other rewards are fine then. Someone buying a £20 extended 3-year warranty on a £6 kettle. Tea must be so good there. Purchasing a gym membership at a posh fitness establishment only to drive to it 2-3 times a week and walk on the treadmill. When me and my brother lived together, we always said that instead of buying gym membership, we'd spend money on gym equipment to have at home. Every month we'd spend £50 or so on stuff between us, and over time acquired a huge collection of free weights. Benches, stands, chin-up bars, medicine gonads, and eventually Olympic weights. Before we went our separate ways we had a couple of grand's worth of equipment. So basically, rather than spending money on gym memberships we never use, we spend money on gym equipment we never use. Impatience. Save up for the thing you want first. Then buy it with the credit card. Then make a payment on the credit card with the money you'd already set aside. With just a little patience, you can build your credit history and get the thing you want for zero additional cost. Hell, you can even get paid to build your credit history if you get a rewards card. No. I need that Furby right now. Credit card interest. I know a bunch of people who are so shocked by their high interest rates. They thought it was like an interest-free loan to yourself and then are surprised when making teeny payments doesn't do anything. I was lucky enough to take personal finance in high school. As an exercise, we had to amortize a $1,500 credit card bill paid off by making only minimum payments. I don't remember the exact number, but it took at least 5-6 years worth of payments. Smoking. It's just a huge loss on multiple levels. I never realized how expensive of a habit it was until I dated someone who smoked. $15 minus $20 for a pack in Canada, and some people out there smoke a pack a day. Clothing that's expensive because of the brand. Brand names in general for the most part. I think brands hold some level of accountability, but after a certain point of paying for quality, you're just paying for the name or small tweaks in quality that don't really make a big enough difference to justify the price hike. Claw machines. I was at the arcade with my grandma when I was younger and I saw a sloth toy in the machine and I spent all of my money trying to get the sloth. I ended up not getting it, so we went home, and on the way home we walked past a charity shop with the exact same sloth in the window for 80p. A few years ago I was at the arcade and my little brother, 6, really wanted this Spider-Man plush from one of those machines. My dad put in a ton of money but no luck. On the drive home I spot the exact same toy in the gutter and was too shocked to explain properly, so I just screamed, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" My dad pulled over and I leapt out into the rain. My dad was so happy when I returned with a muddy toy. He had assumed the car was on fire or I had seen an injured person or animal. My little brother is now 21 and still has gutter Spider-Man. Parking downtown in any large city, especially in a ramp. I spent about $75 over 2 days to park for a business meeting. And my car was broken in two. Yippee. Kind of infuriating to know that some parking spaces earn more every hour than I do. My stepson wanted $80 for 27 handmade Harry Potter wands that will arrive as they are made. IDK, I told him we didn't have money for it, so he got his other mother to buy them before Christmas. So far he's gotten one or two. They look like someone poured them into a pewter mold. IDK where they are coming from, but they look terrible and the kid's disappointed, but he learned why I don't just blow money on stuff like that. We got him a nice pair of boots instead. $80 for 27 wands? No wonder the quality sucked. Would have been better off buying one of the nice official ones instead. Fancy bottled water and coffee. Plain bottled water is a waste. Gamer girl bath water is a great financial decision. Getting takeaway while there is food at home. Why am I like this? Cravings. Anything fake, cheap, poor quality. Mama always said buy nice. Or buy twice. Only with age has this become apparent. Egg real leather, game changer. I have instilled this thought into my wife. It was difficult, but it had to be done. My son plays baseball and he is incredibly talented. He needed a new glove and my wife decided to take it upon herself and go out and buy him one. She got him the right size and all that. But she cheaped out and got him a $50 glove. She was so proud because the glove I was shopping for him was $250. Her words, "This glove looks exactly the same as the one you wanted and I only got it for $50. I said great. Now his new glove is going to cost $300. Wife, WTF are you talking about? I just got this for $50. Me, we'll have to buy the other one anyway, and probably soon. Fast forward to the end of the season. The finger holes of the glove were worn through. The lacing was nearly completely destroyed and the webbing was starting to come apart. I went and got him his $250 glove after my wife thought she did a solid and cheaped out. That glove ended up costing $300. That is lifetime leather for my son now. That glove will last him forever. Most of my co-workers will stop and pick up Tim Hortons or Starbucks every day before work. We have free coffee at the office. It's not anything special, but it could save you $3 a day, $15 a week, and $2,700 a year. Edit, apparently I can't multiply before I drink coffee in the morning. So there may be one advantage of stopping before work. I make my own coffee, but whenever people talk about free work coffee I am immediately reminded of a revolting sheet they have in my break room. Buying the latest tech when your old tech is still working just fine. For example, there is no need to buy the latest iPhone every year if your old one is still working just fine. Additionally, if you wait for a few months after the release date, prices often go down. Completely agree. But I wish I could find the sweet spot between this still works fine and oh sheet, it's dead and now I need a new one right now. I feel like I screw myself every time. Microtransactions in video games. What I find hilarious is how the narrative is changing. decade or so ago people would comment how every single microtransaction for a paid game is scummy. Then it went to I only spent $5 for a skin, and now it's I only spent about $25 for a pack and it was fine. I'm not like the other guys spending $100s. Fact of the matter is it's more profitable for AAA devs to make a mediocre game for a few whales and fish than to make a good game for a lot of people. DoorDash. Or other things like it. If there was a real, honest commercial about it, it would go like this. Hey. Enjoying your $7 burrito? Yeah? What if I told you I can deliver it to your house? Oh okay. Unfortunately, there is 142% or so markup. So it will cost you $17. Oh well. At least you don't have to do a 2-minute drive to Taco Bell. I have never once been satisfied with any of those food delivery services. They take way longer than just ordering from your local pizza or Chinese place and add way more fees. Weddings. We were going to have a wedding until we started trying to plan it. Ended up telling our close friends and family if they wanted to be there then meet us at the courthouse. We had a small party gathering after. My wife and I just essentially threw a small backyard party. Got married in the middle of it. And then continued the party. We spent next to nothing and it was perfect. Cable TV. Unfortunately I'm married to boomers, so we have it. Every time we watch the news all I can think is $100 a month for this sheet. Pretty much how my dad was. He only watches maybe 5 channels regularly and was paying like $100 a month too. He liked having cable just because it's easy and it's there when he wants to watch. Luckily he's not completely stubborn and he eventually learned to use the smart TV better, and I switched him from cable to Hulu Live, which is still like $55, but at least he gets all of his channels and a library of shows for the rest of the household. That change saves over $500 a year. In my defense, am I really wasting my money if I can feel a tiny shred of joy in my lonely, mundane existence? Like I'm not glamorizing it or anything, but damn. I'm spending $6 grand a semester on a boring ass business degree. I should, at the minimum, allow myself the occasional $5 oat milk latte so I don't kill myself. I think it's all personal too. I would never spend $5 on a latte cause I don't enjoy lattes. But $5 in my favorite video game to give my robot a pretty glowing dress. $5 would be a full wardrobe, but you get my point. That makes me laugh when it runs around. Well worth $5 that most people would think is a waste. The cost is relative to the joy you receive. Cake smash. I refuse to contribute a cent towards my daughters. My wife paid for the entire thing. It wasn't even a cheap cake. It was like a professionally made 5-layer cake. What is that? Buying food you're not going to eat. All and any quack treatment. Crystals. Karma and chakra sheet. Essential oils. There are 1 or 2 exceptions which do work to a minor extent. Fortune telling. Cable and satellite TV. I hate adverts. Mobile games. FIFA. Detox programs. Detox procedures. Edit. Thank you kind stranger for the silver. Gwyneth Paltrow wants to know your location. Cocaine. It's only a waste when you have none left. Name brand clothes. Especially for your kids. They don't want ducking Jordans in kindergarten. They want those light up Spider-Man shoes from Walmart. Existing. It's pretty ducking expensive to be honest. Has anyone ever heard of a game called Warhammer 40k? Basically, it's a tabletop miniature game that my dad introduced to me when I was about 8. I have probably spent around $300 on it so far and I'm 15. In this game that is a small amount of money. My dad has been playing for 30 plus years and has probably spent $50,000 plus on the game. Conservative estimate, and rarely plays. Then there is time in building, painting, organizing and a manner of other shit. For some people, building, painting, and organizing is the game. Lottery tickets. You literally have a higher chance of dying on your way to the store than winning the lottery. I buy lottery tickets just for the off chance I get hit by a bus while crossing the street. Brand new kids toys. I have a 4-year-old. And she has no idea that the extreme majority of the toys she plays with were obtained free or for a few bucks through sites like Buy Nothing or FB Marketplace. Stuff that someone else has already tired of and wants gone from their house. Most of this stuff she plays with for a month or two, then forgets about. Why would I want to pay retail? We've saved hundreds, maybe up to a couple $1,000s already.